to be having a nice 2-video mashup. Okay, nice 2-video mashup. First, I'm going to be talking about letters in sequence. Okay, so we all know about the angel numbers, right? 111, 222, 333, 444, 555, 666, 777, 888, and 999, and 000. Right? We all know about those numbers, right? It gets so synchronicities, things in threes, right? The Trinity, right? The body, mind, soul complex. That unification also presents itself and manifests itself in different forms. Okay, so you always have divine powers working for you, bro. Why? Because seeing these synchronicities is a beautiful thing. Okay, so the angel numbers, right? Let's say you're going somewhere and you see 111, right? You see 111, you know what that means. The cycle of manifestation another cycle of manifestation has begun for oneself. That's what 111 means to me. 111 can also mean different things to different people. Okay, and let me get back on track on what I was talking about. But the letters in sequence, okay? So there's this chart, right, that shows the letters in sequence. Not the letters in sequence. That shows the numerical value of each single letter. Okay, it starts with a P. It's pyograthon, something. Okay, something. I'll have the image. Again, I'll have the image as the thumbnail. I'll find the image, do everything in my power to regress back into my memory and find the image so I can show y'all what I'm talking about. Because after what? A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, right? No. H and then I, and then it ends at I, and then it starts again at J. So J it means one again. Okay, so like let's say I see JJJ in public, right? I'll know that also means 111. It's just a different way to personify 111. Okay, so that's letters in sequence, right? So it also gets better. It also goes deeper than that. Okay, so since the numbers can mean different things for different people, right? That also means that when you have letters, when you see the letters in sequence, the letters in sequence can also mean a different thing for you at that period in time. Let me exit out one more thing. Hold up. That also means that it can mean different things at that period of time. Okay, so let's say I'm walking down the street and I'm seeing AAA. So I'm gonna give an example. So AAA meaning 111, meaning another cycle of manifestation has begun. I can change AAA to mean something else within my own mind. Okay, I can change AAA 111 to mean I need to look within myself. I need to stop and look within myself. So that's just an example of how one can use these numbers in sequence, letters in sequence, to understand oneself even more. Because the letters and the numbers in sequence, sometimes pictures in sequence too, right? All these things are synchronicities and higher density beings, higher vibrational light beings using these codes to communicate to us. And it is also the infinite intelligence and the universe communicating with us, letting us know something that we did not know before, right? So with the letters in sequence, since I know full well that we're using Greek letters, we're in Babylon, this and that, I'm aware of that, right? I'm just saying that as we are here right now, right, we can use the letters in sequence to our advantage, to use it to better communicate with one's higher self even more. So let's say we use these as a code, right? And you know how sometimes I put my videos in the description? In the description, I will put angel numbers and angel codes because I'm using those codes to communicate with not just my audience on YouTube, but I'm using those codes to communicate with the entire universe. So not just human beings are going to see my stuff, because numbers is a universal language. Okay, so you can transmutate the letters into numbers and then the numbers into whatever one perceives for oneself. Okay, so let me make sure I got everything in this video. Let me regress my memory. Boop. All right, one more thing. Now I'm gonna talk about pictures in sequence. Okay, so you know what I'm saying? Hey, you can see numbers in sequence. Okay, yeah, we got a lot of people seeing numbers in sequence, but letters in sequence. Okay, that's a divine beat. Okay, and then pictures in sequence. Imagine hieroglyphics in sequence. What type of divine code is that? Let me know if y'all ever see hieroglyphics in sequence. Let me know if y'all see that. I just saw me a nice 555, meaning big changes are coming. Now, I'm going to ignore the fact that I can barely see myself in this video. I don't know what that's about, okay, but I'm going to let that go. So, hey, so that's letters in sequence from your boy Soul Karnegious. I'm out. Boom! And I'm back again because I said it was a 2-video special, okay? I don't know if I'm going to make it all 1 or 2 because I decided on making it 2, but, you know, it's better if I just make 1 because I want to talk about 2 things, but it's 2 completely different topics that I'm talking about. 2 completely different topics that I came to talk about with y'all today, okay? So, now I'm going to be talking about emotional attachment, and this is what binds us to all sorts of human and lower vibrational things. Okay, so emotional attachment, I don't even know if I can talk about this on YouTube, bro, because this is a bit big. This is a big game changer for a lot of people. So if it won't, because once I give y'all the whole step-by-step process of why emotional attachment does this, why emotional attachment does that, right? You're gonna, it's emotions aren't bad, right? But emotional attachment is what binds things together. Let me say it one more time. Emotional attachment is what binds things together and causes an illusion of separation. Okay? So I'm gonna give this an example. Because I had my own example. I literally had all this mapped out 20 minutes ago. And now things are just are not going through my brain right now. Okay, gotta love that technology that I got that's causing all them frequencies to mess up and shit. Damn it. But I'm not gonna be mad. I'm not gonna be mad to them. So once I can get this, guys, right, I will literally say it out loud. Okay. So I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna wait until my thoughts gather themselves, bro. I don't care. I'll be here for a while. I do not care, bro. I do not care. I may or may not edit that out. Bro. Alright, so. Okay, so now I can give an example. Of how I'm gonna give a pretty, it's not the most positive example. Okay, yeah, I can give an example. I can give a good example here. Okay, about emotional attachment and how it binds things together. Okay, so first off, the first thing I'm going to talk about is emotions. And then I can give the example that I want to give, okay? So first off, right, emotions are what bind physical things to mental things, okay? The emotional realm is the realm in between the physical realm and the mental realm, okay? So the emotional realm is a whole metaphysical thing, right? Because emotions are metaphysical, but they bind and control your physical being. I'm telling y'all, bro. Because it goes mental, emotional, and then physical. Your emotional sense is what governs your physical, and that emotional sense comes from mental. Okay, comes from a mental thing. But emotional attachment can cause all sorts of crazy things to happen. Okay. Because emotions is what makes this physical realm exist. Emotions is what makes this physical realm exist. If one were to take out all of their emotions right now, one instantly is non-physical immediately. But that's not important right now, okay? What's important is I get to my point about this whole thing. Because I chained everything together to where anybody can understand what I'm saying, bro. Okay, so let's say someone is in a relationship, right? I'm gonna say someone's in a relationship, right? And they are emotionally attached to their partner. So but they are so emotionally attached to their partner that whenever their partner is not with them, they suffer because of that emotional attachment, or they don't feel, or they can't memorize the feelings that they have with that partner. They can't memorize the feelings for themselves. So then they turn and they feel less of themselves because of the emotional attachment that one has to that partner. Okay, so now, and that causes them to not be their greatest selves, okay, because of that emotional attachment that they have towards that partner, okay? And because of that, they will not be able to enjoy everything else that life has to offer because of the emotional attachment that binds that person to that said relationship. Okay, and now I can use example 2. Okay, example 2 for this would be emotional attachment towards a materialistic item. All right, towards a materialistic item. I'm going to give a... So let's say somebody drops their phone in the river, right? And they don't have... And they're emotionally attached to that phone, right? And even though one has the powers of manifestation, they will forget that because of the emotional attachment to the phone. Because that person has an emotional attachment to the phone. Can the light get in here, please? I want to be able to see myself today. Okay, because of the emotional attachment that one person has to that phone. So let's say someone has the powers of manifestation, right? They are aware of that day to day, but then they drop their phone in the river, and then and because of that emotional attachment, right? One can forget that they have that manifestation power because of the scale of consciousness. Okay, scale of consciousness right here. Let's pretend I have it right here. If y'all know what it is, y'all know what it is. It shows us that one's emotions have energy levels. Okay, so at grief is at a very low, right? Grief is very low. So when you're at grief, you don't have a lot of energy. You have a lot of contracted energy when your emotional space is that of grief. Okay? But when you're at joy, you have an expanded amount of energy, right? So when that person drops their phone, right, and they have an immense emotional attachment to the phone, right, they can, but remember, this person has powers of instant manifestation. So they drop the phone, right, and because of the emotional attachment, that person's gonna feel grief, guilt, whatever. And let's pretend that the person doesn't have money to go buy a new phone. Okay, let's just pretend that. Well, let's pretend that he does, and he forgets that he has money. You know what I'm saying? So then he drops it, and then he's suffering because of the emotional attachment that's binding him to the phone. Okay? So that's for materialistic items. And it also causes normal people that would be happy otherwise, right? It also causes normal people to suffer, or causes other people to necessarily be less happy or less vibrationally expressive than they would be if not for the emotional attachment. Okay, so let's say a normal person, right, going out there, they have everything that they need in life, but because of their desire and their emotional attachment to, let's say, a new car, right, it can cause one person or one self-vessel to be on a lower vibrational frequency because of the emotional attachment that one person has to a car. They can have everything else working out in their life, right? But since they're focused on the lack of the car because of the emotional attachment to the car, it can cause them to feel lower, okay? And now I'm going to talk about circumstance and give an example of circumstance, okay? So with circumstance, right, everything else could be going right in someone else's life. But the emotional attachment The emotional attachment. And whew, because what I'm saying is going to go hard as hell. It's gonna really click after I'm done with this example. So with circumstance, right? One person could be having everything else go extremely well in their life, but that one thing that's not going well in their life can cause them to feel lower of themselves, and it can create a vibrational inconsistency. Okay, a vibrational inconsistency. Now I'm gonna get into the whole point and the whole nitty gritty of this entire video, bro. The whole nitty gritty. So you know how you have the vibrational scale of consciousness, right? The vibrational scale of consciousness, it's there, right? And now I'm going to talk about consistency and why consistency is important and why vibrational consistency is extremely important when it comes to one's vessel, okay? So with consistency in this realm, right? Consistency in this dimension, consistency is a very powerful tool in this realm, okay? One person that has that's one person, I'm gonna take talent out of the picture here, right? One person that has done something for the first time is not going to be as good as someone that has done it 100 times. Okay, that's just a fact in this realm, right? That's just a fact in this realm. So with consistency, right? That consistency, boom, 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 gives the brain very good memory. Okay, it gives the brain extremely good memory, right? And brain memory is very important. It's very important when it comes to manifestation or anything. It's all brain memory at the end of the day. Okay? So, with that being said, right? With my point about consistency, right? Whenever you do something every single day, and it becomes a habit or whatever, you're going to become better and better at that habit. Let's say someone plays video games every single day. They're going to get really, 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 really good, right? Every single day. Play the video game. Play. And then they take a break, right? They become inconsistent with their habit. When they come back, that person is not going to be as good at video games as they once were until they get their rhythm back, which has to do with brain memory. Okay, so now I can get into emotions. So inconsistency leads to chaos in one's inner self. Inconsistency is on the same, I would say chaos is a product of vibrational inconsistency. That's what chaos is a literal byproduct of vibrational inconsistency, bro. So like when you see 111, right? When you see 111, isn't it a beautiful synchronization? Because it's a consistent synchronicity. It's consistent. It's consistent. So it looks fantastic. It looks beautiful. And on the inside, you feel really good because you see three things being synchronized. But with vibration, it's a completely different thing, right? No. What the hell am I saying? No. But forget I said that crap, right? Not what I just said. But when it comes to vibration, right? It's different, but it has the same ruling. So in your vibrations, right? The vibrations that are all over the place are not going to feel as good as the ones that are like, synchronized with each other and they look the same or whatever. They are consistent. Right here in the same line. So when you listen to music, right, the thing is going all over the place. That's what emotions do. So emotional attachment can cause our emotional state to be all over the place, and that's not what we want. That's not what you could say one really wants, right? One would more. No. Let me not just say that like that, right? Let me say it like this. Consistency, emotional consistency, can give you more of what you want and less of what you don't want than emotional inconsistency. Much like how if you're consistent with something, you'll become better and better and better, and you'll get more of what you want and less of what you don't want in that specific aspect. It's the same thing when it comes to your vessel, to one's vehicle, and then the emotional state, right? If your emotions are all over the place every single day, inconsistent emotional state, you will literally run into problems, right? All conflict is literally a byproduct of literal emotional inconsistencies. Okay, so you'll feel really good one day, right? And which is, and then you'll feel really bad one day because of outer circumstances. Outer circumstances. Those outer circumstances are not necessarily supposed to have an influence on one's internal being. Because if those outer circumstances have an influence on one's internal being, right, my emotional state is going to be all over the place. And then my vibrations are going to be all over the place. And then my inner being is going to be all over the place. You see how everything really correlates with each other? So that tells me that my spiritual self is all over the place. Because if my spiritual self is in alignment, right, is like, in alignment, is consistent. If my spiritual self is consistent, right, then my mental space will be consistent. And then if my mental space is consistent, then my emotional space is consistent. And if my emotional space is consistent, then you can say my physical space is consistent. But since you're watching this video right now, I know full well that I do not have a full-on consistent spiritual world, right? That it runs into inconsistencies because I'm going all over the place, this and that, this and this, right? So with our so here's why emotional attachment is binding us to this realm, and why people can or cannot manifest in their life. And I also have a problem with this, right? I'm not perfect. I really hope y'all can see me, bro. I swear, I've been talking in black the entire time. I've been talking in black the entire time. Anyways, so emotional. Gotta love it, dude. Gotta love it, dude. You see what I'm talking about? That's a perfect example. An outer circumstance is causing my inner being to have an emotional inconsistency. So for a second there, I got, triggered and stressed, and that was an emotional inconsistency. And that's what caused this manifestation to happen right here in front of my face because of my own emotional inconsistency. Had I stayed at a consistent emotional state this entire video would have been perfect. I would have not had a single mess up, would have not had no problems. But because of my own thoughts and that I was thinking in my head, because of my own emotional attachment to the thoughts that I'm thinking inside of my head, that can cause my vibrational state to go here. And then I can run into problems in my life. Okay? So I'm pretty sure that's everything that I have to say about emotional attachment. Emotional attachment is what binds us here in this realm. A lot of people can just ascend right now. Ascend today. You can ascend today. One can ascend to higher consciousness and be a light being right now. The only thing that's keeping one here is simply emotional attachment to the physical realm. Do you know why I keep coming here? Why I keep spawning in this body or whatever? It's because of my emotional attachment to this realm. It's as simple as that. Why do I keep but emotional attachment goes good and bad, right? Because I still come back here, that means I still have a chance to become the best version of myself in this realm. That means I still have a chance to become that ascended being in this realm, right? And that is going to be giving me my higher self, my real, authentic, true being self with no attachments. That's going to give that self, that version of me, more experience to become higher in the ladder of existence. Okay? So that's everything that I have to say about emotional attachment. All right? So, hey, that was a real one, bro. That was a real long one. I'm not gonna lie. I'm pretty sure I got every single point in the video that I wanted to get. Let me just see if there's anything else that I need to say, because this may or may not make sense to everyone that's really out there. You know what I'm saying? Because but it's whatever, man. Like I said, once again, emotional attachment, right? So first you have the spiritual realm, and then you have the mental realm, and then you have the emotional realm, and then you have the physical realm. Okay? Because you can't actually see your emotions with your two eyes because it is non-physical matter. It is a non-physical energy space. It's a whole entire another realm. And you can actually enter, one can actually enter oneself emotional space through what you can call meditation. This is why meditation is so prevalent in the conscious community, in the spiritual community, because it allows oneself to be consistent within oneself. And that consistency can actually generate a lot of momentum and a lot of energy, so that one can open all sorts of portals like this, right? So with consistency, right? Let's say you can have a, damn it, okay, so I'm talking about sleep and consistency, right? I'm gonna talk about sleep and consistency. So with sleep, right? Shit, what the hell was I gonna say? With sleep, right? When you sleep, when you close your eyes, you don't just, your consciousness doesn't just instantly leave your body once you close your eyes, right? It takes some momentum and it takes some consistency of telling your inner consciousness that, hey, I'm closing my eyes and I'm closing my vision and I'm shutting down everything for a brief moment, right? And I'm going to the astral realm. I'm going to the astral plane. I'm going to the dream realm. My consciousness leaving the body. You're telling the vessel, which is your body, right, that, hey, for a brief moment, hey, I'm going to be going to the other realms. And the reason I'm going to be going to the other realms, and the reason why it doesn't happen, snap the fingers like that, is because the vessel needs a good amount of momentum energy to really receive what's going on. So then it knows, hey, vessel, you stay here. Me, the soul, I'm going to the other vehicles that I have. That's where energy consistency comes into play. So that's why, so the saying practice makes perfect is just another way to tell you that, remind you that, hey, energy momentum is a very prevalent concept in one's manifestation. Okay? So, hey, that's it from your boy. That might not be it. I might have some more stuff that I want to get off my chest, that I want to, release. You know what I'm saying? I might want to get off some stuff that I want to release about this entire concept of energy consistency and emotional, vibrational consistency. Because if we can all stay at one emotional state, let's say I want to be at enlightenment, I want to be at a low form of enlightenment today, right? If I were to stay at that space, because that's what enlightenment is, bro. Enlightenment is emotion without emotional attachment. That's what enlightenment is. That's what I was going to say the entire time. That was my point the entire time. I finally got it. Let's go, dude. I don't even care if I can't see myself today. I could have done that the entire time. Are you kidding me? I got the point, bro. Enlightenment is emotions without emotional attachment. That's what enlightenment is. It's a consistent emotional vibrational frequency. It's not some magical thing. It's literal spiritual science. Let's go, dude. Oh my God, I got it, bro. I knew it. I got the whole thing, bro. So exactly. Oh my God. Enlightenment is just emotion without emotional attachment. So with enlightenment, when you reach there, you can actually stay there, because it is a simple emotional vibrational frequency without attachments to this physical realm. That's enlightenment right there. So when someone tells you they're enlightened, they telling you that their emotions are no longer conflicted by this physical realm in that time and space at that moment. That's enlightenment right there. Is the losing of emotions. Emotional attachment that binds oneself to this physical realm. So if you wake up every single day and you're not a fourth density being, it's because of one's emotional attachment towards this realm. All of them. So for us to ascend, one must let go of all emotional attachments binding them to this physical realm and this physical matter. So that's enlightenment right there. That's ascension spirit right there from my perspective. You see what happened when I got into the light? Completely different story when I got the sun shining on me versus when I was just in the dark talking over there. Oh, that's the dark realm me, and now the light realm me was able to get the entire point across. The whole thing about this video was that enlightenment is simply emotions without emotional attachment. That's enlightenment right there. That's why there's so many different levels to that. That's why there's so many different levels. Simple as that. It's as simple as that. So, and whenever you reach this state, now you can actually start using your instrument correctly. You can really start manifesting your reality. Snapping the fingers. You don't suffer anymore because you're not attached to anything that's happening outside of you, because one remembers that one's reality is a simple reflections of one's inner being that can be changed like that. We are gods and goddesses. We are gods and goddesses. And it's time for us to climb on the top again. The rainbow kids and the gods and goddesses and every single deity that is chosen to reincarnate in this realm that has already passed this third density level of existence must come together, unite, and, and ascend back to where we belong. Because I'm gone, bruh. I'm gone, bruh. I don't care. I'm going back to where I belong. Back to divinity. Back to the light, bruh. Simple as that. So that's it from your boy. That was a nice stream, man. That was a nice stream, man. That was good. I got everything that I wanted to get in there. May or may not be a YouTube video, bruh. I wish myself was in the light the entire time. It's all good. You know what I'm saying? And let me know what y'all think, man. Let me know what y'all think. I know I didn't look at my comments or whatever. I doubt I have any, small YouTuber. You know what I'm saying? And shit like that. I'm not gonna be small for long. Your boy finna be big as hell. Your boy finna be big as hell, bro. Your boy finna be big as hell. I've been getting a lot of stuff on my chest, and I just been creating and doing my passion and stuff like that. So I've been having a really good time. I've been having a really good time. Let me see if I even have chat today, bro. Let me see if I even have chat today. I'm about to bounce out real quick. So I'm going to be looking at this real quick. I'm going to be looking to see if I have chat today. I probably didn't. It's all good. It's all good. And then, I don't think I can, though, because it's taking too long. So, yeah. So, that's it from your boy. Soul Karnegious has left.